Did you see yourself in any of those candles? If so, I say it's time for everyone to come out of the closet and to be who they really are. Don't you get tired of people telling you how you should be, how you should act, how you should dress, what you should say? It's your life. It's your light. And it's time for all of us to start to shine our light, our astonishing light of our own being. And many of us have been taught to value ourselves by what we have accomplished and what we have accumulated. We have been taught to value or devalue ourselves by how much money we have or by how much education we have. We have been taught to value ourselves by the way we see others and evaluate and how they evaluate us. You ever find yourself concerned about what someone else actually thinks about you? Little clue, it's not your business. It's none of your business what another human being thinks of you. And that is just the way it is. So we have been taught to value ourselves by the way that we think that others see us and appreciate us and evaluate us. And that is the least significant self-esteem we can have. It's not that these things don't matter, because they do. It's really cool to have stuff and to have money, but there comes to be in this earthly experience in our life where we just don't have enough. We don't have enough money, so we want more money. We don't have enough things, so we want more things and better things. And really, that just leads us into a dark hole within our soul, within our very psyche, because until we turn within to our own true light, none of that stuff truly matters. None of it really matters. It's great to have if you're also tuned in and turned on to a spirituality that will raise you levels above, that will vibrate your very being, because we're energy beings. It will vibrate you to a place of fulfillment just with who you are and what you do. And it's an entirely different kind of self-esteem. It's an esteem that comes from knowing who we are and valuing ourselves because we are made in the image and the likeness of the divine. Because the source of all life has called us into being exactly the way we are. We're not an accident. None of us are an accident. So we value the past. We value it because it has led us to our understanding of where we are right now. Because we are light in expression. When we leave these bodies, and by the way, you know that you will all leave your bodies. Every one of these bodies will die. But that light within you is eternal. Yes. It's beautiful and it's personal. Ernest Holmes talks about that in his chapter of eternality in the Science of Mind textbook. Each one has a unique personality they take with them, which I love. I love that part of it. I don't want to leave my, personally, don't want to leave my own personality behind. I'm schlepping it with me. Psychologists estimate that 97% of the time, we're talking to ourselves. No. Class on Thursday showed that. There's this chatter that's going on all the time inside our heads. We have these committees of chatter. And these chatter, a lot of the times we're saying, I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, how am I going to do this? I don't know how to do this. But the thing we don't always remember is that there's a chairman. And you are the chairman of that committee within your own mind. Yes. Whoa, yeah, you're the committee over the chair, over that whole, you're the chairperson over that whole committee of voices that's going on in your head. We're in a New Thought church or spiritual center today. When was the last time we had one? And what I'm talking about is, when was the last time we had a new thought? We replaying the same thoughts over and over again? How about a new thought? That's what the very essence, this is a spirituality more than anything else, because there is no dogma in this. Holmes calls it a religion and a spirituality and a science and a philosophy, but it really is a spirituality that we can deepen to our level of understanding, something that empowers us. And the song, This Little Light of Mine, it doesn't say, this little light of mine, I hope it comes on. It doesn't say, this little light of mine, well, maybe I don't have any. It doesn't say, this little light of mine isn't there for me. It's there for everyone else. They can sing that song at the end of service. They can sing it. It's not who I really am. But the line is saying, this little light of mine. Mine. Each one of us. We stand together at the portals of our own mind, to quote Emerson. And we recognize that there are thought patterns going on all the time with those committee members. And we are having a meeting of minds where that chatter is continuously, yet again, telling us we are not good enough. That's the core belief that's functioning in most people's lives in some way or another. It's that core belief that we came to believe at some point in our early life, because we were not born that way. We were born as bright lights, expressing the lights and getting what we want. 100% manifestors. You decide which thoughts get empowered within yourself. The Apostle Paul wrote to the Philippians, "Finally, my brethren, whatever is true, whatever is honest, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is of good report, if there is any virtue and if there is any praise, think about these things." So put that into context of thoughts about yourself. And everything else, let it go. Let it go. You're unique, and it's time for each of us to recognize how incredibly cool we are, how incredibly awesome we are, how incredibly astonishing that we truly are. It's time to shine it. It's time to speak it, to be it, and to feel it. As our month theme is looking at where we've been, where we are, and where we are going, I want to take a few moments for a personal reflection. A personal, very personal reflection for yourselves. Perhaps we can see more clearly today than we did yesterday. Yet not as much as we could or would like to. Because you know how I talked about, getting the things and the money and the stuff, we want more, we want more. That is the nature of God, in the sense that we want more of the spiritual stuff, this awareness. We want to know more about this light that we sing about, that we talk about. And that is the nature of the divine, of God, to want more. And in its wanting of more, it creates life. So I'm going to invite you, if you want to, close your eyes, and we'll go through a little journey, a personal journey for yourself. In your mind, see yourself going to the beginning of the bridge of your spiritual awakening, of your spiritual expansion, of your spiritual evolution. You will remember the place if you were here last week, because we explored that. And as I said last week, the beginning of your bridge may have taken place 50 years ago, or it might have started when you walked through that door today. Wherever you are in the journey of expanding your consciousness, of knowing who you are, put yourself there. and know that that is the beginning of the bridge, the very beginning. And at this point, there's not a whole lot of awareness. There's not a whole lot of expansion. This is the past. There is not a whole lot of enlightenment. And there may be a lot of stuff there that you would just as soon not have there, that you have regarded as mistakes in your life. Things you wished you wouldn't have done. Ways you wished you wouldn't have been. Experiences you wished you hadn't had. You may have all of that at this point. That's the initiating point of the bridge. And if that's true, and if our gratitude work last week didn't fully eradicate feelings of upset, hurt, or anger, I ask you in this moment to put the light on that view. Put the light on any thoughts that you made such a huge mistake in your life. Shine the light, the golden light of love. I'm not even going to say forgive. I'm going to say take it higher than forgiveness, to acceptance. Knowing that everything that occurred in your life up until now, this now moment has brought you to where you are in this moment. And it was important for you so that you may walk across the bridge. So just take a moment to honor who and where you were. And now you begin to walk across the bridge. And again, if that bridge is a journey of 50 years, or if it's a journey of 1 hour, you easily walk across it, across that bridge, as you become aware of your expansion. With every step you take, you are expanding in consciousness. You are expanding in your knowledge of your own spiritual unfolding. And you begin to see that you are an amazing light in the world, in a world that needs your light more than it ever did before, because it's now in your awareness. The world is in your awareness, and the light that you are is in your understanding of your light. So keep walking as you realize that God brought you here into this life exactly as you are, on purpose. God does not make mistakes. You are here exactly as you are supposed to be. You are an expression of the divine and of the divine light and life. So walk across this bridge knowing that you're not an accident. You were brought here by the divine, divinity itself, on purpose. And take yourself to the other side of this bridge, which is right here in this room today, right where you are. How we celebrate who we are right here and now, with the things we've let go, the way we've grown, the new ways we look at life, the new experiences in life that we are having. And I'm not saying it's all perfect. No, it can't be, because we're still growing. We're still expanding. We're still deepening into our awareness of the light that we truly are. We're learning. But in this moment, we celebrate who we are. So in your own heart and your own mind, celebrate who you are. Be grateful for who you are right here and right now. The being of light, the astonishing being of light that you are. And in the revelry and celebration, you look up and you notice that there is another bridge in front of you. And this bridge isn't just an arc, but it is an ascending arc. It is an arc as a bridge is an arc, but it is going higher and higher. And I want you to put one foot on that bridge, because that is the bridge of your future. That is the bridge of your further expansion. That is the bridge of the next and the next and the next. As we turn around with these spirals of evolution in consciousness that we are all a part of, that is the bridge that brings even greater light in and through you, out to the world, and it reflects back to you. That is the bridge that attracts back to you even more love, more joy, more prosperity, more health, more clarity, and more peace. And you will walk that bridge as well, but not today. No, today we are celebrating who and where we are in this here and now. And in that space, in that consciousness, I want to share with you one more quote. This one is a little bit longer, and it's a poem, a beautiful poem by Sufi Master Rumi. And it goes like this. Take this in. This is beautiful. Although you appear in earthly form, your essence is pure consciousness. You are the fearless guardian of divine light. So come, return to the root of your own soul. You were born from the rays of God's mastery. When the stars were in their perfect place, how long will you suffer from the blows of a non-existing hand? So come, return to the root of your own soul. You are a ruby encased in granite. How long will you deceive us with this outer show? Oh, friend, we can see the truth in our eyes. So come, return to the root of your own soul. Soul of all souls, life of all life, you are that. Seen and unseen, moving and unmoving, you are that. The road that leads to the city is endless. Go without head and feet, and you'll already be there. What else could you be? You are that. You are that. You are that. Rumi knew it. Jesus knew it. Buddha knew it. All the great teachers have known it. truly. Now it is up to us to become the great teachers in our own lives. In our own lives. Take that in. You can open your eyes or you can leave them closed, but take that in. You are the master teacher. Don't put someone else up on a pedestal. You are the master teacher in your own life, and don't let anyone tell you differently. And so it is.
So it is.